Section 2.4 Derivatives of trigonometric functions. Let's look at the function psi y equals sine of x. So we recall we learned from pre-calculus class the function size look like this. Now let's pay attention to the location where we got the tangent line right here. So if we draw the tangent line, so the tangent line will be like this. It could be horizontal line. And the tangent line horizontal, that means the slope is 0. So in the graph below, I want to graph the derivative of the function sine of x. So when we have the slope 0, the point that we got 0 is pi over 2, is from here. And the point that we got 0 is 5 pi over 2. And also 3 pi over 2. And so on. Okay. Now let's look at this piece. Let's look at the piece when we have x from pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2, which is this piece in the derivative function. If we draw the tangent line, if we draw for this piece, it will go negative direction. That means the slope will be negative. So from the yellow piece, the graph will be below the x-axis because it's negative. And then let's look at the blue piece. If you draw the tangent line along this curve, then the tangent line will go positive direction. That means the slope will be positive. Then the derivative function I will draw is on the top of x-axis, above the x-axis. Okay, so we continue to do that. So for example, we look at this piece right here. Okay, so if we draw the graph and the tangent line, we will get the tangent line positive. So our graph for the derivative will be above. And if you recall from the function before, this is exactly the equation of the cosine. So we can conclude that the derivative of the function sine of x is equal to cosine of x. And similarly, if I have the function cosine of x and I want to draw the derivative function, the graph of the derivative, and let's pay attention to those points again where the tangent line is horizontal and the slope is 0 at those points. So the slope is 0, so I'm going to put the 0 right here at 0, at pi, this is pi, right? And this is like 2 pi, and 3 pi, and so on. Okay, so those pinpoint in the graph below is 0 because the slope is 0. Now we do similarly job, so let's look at the yellow piece. From 0 to pi, the tangent line is negative direction, so the slope is negative, so we will draw is below. From 0 to pi. And look at the blue piece. The direction of the tangent line is positive, so we will draw is above the tangent line. And you continue to do that, so you will get like this. So we just recall the function psi. The function psi is like this, right? One up and then one down, okay? So in the derivative function, the graph, we can see that we have one down, which is one down is like this, and then one up is like this. So this is like a negative of the function side, the graph of the function side. So we conclude that the derivative of the function cos psi is equal to negative of the function psi. So we have the formula below. The derivative of the function psi equal to cos side of x, and the derivative of cos psi is negative side of x.